The, the wait in the beginning, I'm wondering whether we're going to have a deep freeze this weekend or not. My understanding is that the decision will be made around noon today. And then it will be posted on the website, and I think it will go out as an email, a bulk email to everyone. When the decision is made, it will be posted on the website. We're flipping a coin. No, it'll be between Scott and Larry and Janet, and not sure that I'm enlisted in that. If I have, but I mean, they know we don't want to cause anyone to need to be out in dangerous weather. And having lived 26 years in Vermont, I know that ice is really impossible to drive on. If you think you can drive on ice, you have another think coming. And you don't want to venture out on ice. I drove a school bus in Delaware, and we had an icy morning, and I watched a school bus do a 360 in front of me as we were pulling out of the bus yard. So ice is treacherous, ice is dangerous, and so we're not looking for you to get out and get in your car, and then if you do get in your car and you get safely to the parking lot, then you've got to walk across the parking lot on ice, and that's not a good thing. We don't want any broken legs or broken hips or any broken things, and so any decision that is made will be for your safety and the safety of everyone who would potentially be coming to the service. We actually are in the process of recording something that will be similar to live streaming, but not necessarily live streaming, but it will be, Robin will probably be involved in connecting things together. I know Scott has already recorded something. I'll be recording something today. And Whit will be recording a sermon. And I think Lindsay and Jay will do a song. And then Will and someone will be doing a song from the contemporary side. All be strategically put together by an expert, and we know what she's capable of doing. So if the service is canceled, then enjoy the warmth in your home. If you get to the computer. Whatever you're able to watch any stream service on, and be in a warm house with maybe a cup of coffee, and you can. I asked Scott, and if you were in the traditional service last time I spoke, I asked Scott if I'm wearing my robe, could I say, You're probably in your pajamas, and I'm wearing my pajamas under my robe. But I'm not going to do that. But you'll be thinking that. So we are preparing for safety is really what our goal is. We want everybody to be safe. So just you will likely get an email. If you don't get emails from the church, then log on to the website later this afternoon. What's that? Yeah, so it'll be right there, front and center on the website. thinking today is too soon to make that call. It might feel that way, but Sunday morning is too late. And often in Vermont, we would call services and regret that we did because we didn't get the snow because it all dumped on Boston. But other times we thought maybe we should. And then most people who are thinking people make that decision for themselves before they go to bed or when they get up right early in the morning. So just stay tuned and know that there will be a service available to be viewed online through the website. And we're so thankful for that. We learned how to do that during COVID. And we have a good team. And so there will be a meaningful worship service available to you on our website if we're not here all together. And we've even worked out how to do friendship pads and how to do offering through that. But it's all online. It's all a click or scanning a QR code. We all know what that is, right? We all know how to use them. I had to look up what it was called today to be sure that I give you the good information. So one thing coming, and then everything, there's a card out there with the events for February. And everything is as is written except for the birthday lunch. I learned this morning that the Menger no longer does a buffet in the colonial room, but they can do a plated meal in one of the smaller rooms. And so they're sending me a menu for whatever that plated meal could be and the cost of what it would be. And so I'm waiting for that email from the person I talked to today. In our committee meeting, we decided that if the Menger wasn't available, then we would go back to Stoneworks. And I don't want to make that call before I see what's available at the Menger and what the cost is. Because I don't know what plated meals at the Menger are probably going to be a little pricey. And we know what Stoneworks is, and we know that they have good stuff, and we already have an established menu that we've used in the past. So our February birthday lunch will be either at the Menger or at Stoneworks. And you'll get that information. So make sure that you sign up for the upcoming Fridays, and the sign-ups are out there. There's also a special opportunity to come together as a Keys group on Friday, February 6th in the evening for the Z-Talk. The speaker is Dr. Nijay Gupta, and his topic is Living as Christians of the Kingdom of God in a Fractured World. And he will be here all weekend, and there will be a dinner on Friday, and that we will have a table available if you want to sit together as a Keys group. Thanks to Ellen. And so there are three people. You're not signed up here, though. So it must be you're counting yourself. So we have Gary Ryan, Stanley Medford, Mary Medford, and Ellen, and I will likely be there as well, and we'll have a table if you want to join us. And this sign up will be out on the table, but that's for the Friday dinner, and there is a charge for that. I don't remember what the charge is. $20 for Friday night for the dinner and fellowship. So that will be, this sign up will be out there as well. And that pretty much takes care of the announcements. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, and yeah, yes, yes. So that's a fun time. It's a fun time interacting with folks that are residents at Morningside. And yes, there are donuts. And there are prizes if you win, but we don't qualify for the prizes. Yeah, and if you're familiar with Morningside, it doesn't look anything like it used to. But you go into the same entrance that we've always gone into for, that's the assisted living side, right? And it's off, what's the name of the road that it's off of? St. Cloud. So you go down, turn right, most likely on St. Cloud. It's on the right, and I think it's the first building on the right. And you go in those doors and then straight back to the room where we play bingo. So if you're available to do that, we're happy to have you with us. And it's fun. There's only a few that are not happy for us to be there. There's definitely one person who doesn't need help, and she will let you know. Yeah, and if you try to help her with her bingo card, you might get your hand smacked. Yep. And I saw that publicized somewhere. Yeah. So, and make sure that you're certainly welcome to help us there. And anything else that I'm forgetting? Well, today, as you can see, we have our friends from the San Antonio Rodeo. It's rodeo time. Can you believe that coming up? And it just seems like it comes so quickly. And we do have several ambassadors with us. You can tell them they all shop in the same place. And they have I want one of those vests or shirts like Stanley has. And so we're glad to have you with us. Julia, you've been here before, right? Okay, so you're the one that I correspond with through email and phone calls. And then Carlos and Dane. And Dane is Dane Patrick Sean Sullivan. Is that right? Did you have to say that as an elementary school guy? It's a lot longer than that? Okay. There you go.
Has all that on there.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's quite long, but yeah. But I always say I'm royalty because isn't the longer your name, you're supposed to be more
Yeah,
royal?
right.
So-
So when you were in trouble, did your mom use all of those names?
She did use Dane Patrick Sean all the time. So
I know when I was in trouble, I would hear Joseph Thomas.
yeah.
And if I heard Joseph Thomas more, I should run. And I'm sure that you've experienced something like that.
Yes.
If you didn't fill out a card with your name and address on it, for the raffle of the day passes, make sure that if anybody not do that when they came in. I believe there's going to be some kind of a drawing, or maybe there's going to be a game where you win the game and then there you go. And whoever does the chicken dance best gets their name pulled out. We enjoy hearing about the rodeo. We're not strangers to the rodeo, and we are excited to have you with us. If you notice, some of the flowers on the tables are in boots. That's in honor of the rodeo, and that is thanks to Jane Cobb. She's so creative. And so we're thankful for those decorations on the tables. And so are all three of you going to speak or just Dane? So Dane, welcome. We're glad to have you with us. Tell us a little about who you are. You've already told us about your name, and I was wondering about that. And welcome, and we're glad to have you with us.
Thank you very much for having us. We are always very excited to get out and share new information about the Stock Show and Rodeo. Stock Show and Rodeo starts February 12th. We are later in February this year due to the other people that have the arena, and they're not wanting to work with us, but it's okay. We won't mention their names. But they'll be out by 30/30, so we all know that. So then we'll have it all to ourselves. The Stock Show and Rodeo is more focused, as y'all remember, it's on the youth of Texas. Everything we do, touch, say, affects the youth of Texas. We're raising money for scholarships. And the more scholarships we do, the more stuff we have. Our CEO, David Davenport, has literally just stepped out of the arena and done so much different things. We have developed across from the Stock Show and Rodeo's office an education center for the neighborhood kids. These kids come in and have never seen a cow, they've never touched a horse, and so they've done this to educate the youth in that area. And what they do is when they try to advertise the weekend that's gonna be open, David and his team rides horses through the neighborhoods. And you know that's an attention grabber for the kids and everything else. But again, he's telling them, you don't have to raise animals, because the youth also, we have competitions for speaking, competitions for growing flowers, art competition. And I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. It's everything in the world. Well, so what's happened, Stock Show and Rodeo has filed with the Future Farmers of America to start their own chapter. It's going to be called Chariota. It's the first PRSA rodeo to ever have an FAA division. So what they're going to do with that is they're going to build barns on some extra land they have and let these kids come in and win a pig or buy a pig and something like that, or a cow or a sheep or something like that, and they'll be able to go and have to feed it, take care of it, walk it. So that's one thing that Stock Show and Rodeo is trying to do more for the neighborhood area, because that neighborhood does not get the viability that it should be getting right now. What else have we done? Last year was the first year we did a taxidermy competition. And the girl that had won this, she was a senior in high school, and this animal was beautifully well done. And she won out of, I think they said they had 52 entrants, which is good for your first year. So with that, so when Stock Show and Rodeo comes around, we go out and try and tell people, when you go on the grounds, everything you touch, buy, or something like that, part of that money goes back to scholarship funds for the kids. You're buying a soda. We're taking part of that and part of that money goes back to the scholarship fund. So that's a new thing. So what's going to happen now, and we all know about this Prop A and B, right? That came in, everybody voted, right? So it passed. So Prop B is going to allow the Stock Show and Rodeo to make the grounds more walkable. Who's been to the grounds at Stock Show and Rodeo? So we all know about those barns that sit behind the Frost Bank Center, right? They're going to become air conditioned. So that would be nice. So that'll be nice for the animals and for people that are walking through. That whole walkway between the two barns. And again, these are just concepts that Stock Show and Rodeo started doing immediately. We're like 2 years ahead of the 8 ball. They're going to make that a green belt. So you've got grass out there. There's more areas going to be seating and things like that. But that's the kind of stuff that Prop B is going to do. We won't see a lot of that till 2030, but it's fine. It's in the process. Stock Show and Rodeo's behind it, making sure it's all coming in. This year, we've got a pretty good, fast bit of entertainers coming in. A lot of people, I go for the rodeo. I'm not a big entertainment person, but it's good to see somebody you might not have seen. But we also, on that, we do what they call a star experience. And what that does, it allows you to have a leisurely time. You get a meal, you get 2 drinks. So right there, that's $90 down the drain that are free. So your ticket is covered for that. But that money goes because our rodeo, if anyone remembers, is an invitation only. We invite the best, and the best. So if you're invited to San Antonio, then you've probably won the National Finals Rodeo. And we get the elite in here. And so the Star Experience money that you pay for your ticket to do that pays for the PRC Rodeo contestants' money. They have to pay to be there. So when they go to Houston, yes, they have to chime out the $500 to $750 just to be able to compete. So again, these guys are putting out money, hopefully to win larger monies. So we take care of that for them. What else is going on new? Remember, so I know every one of y'all probably want to go to the carnival, right? Ride the Ferris wheels and stuff like that, right? You're all going to be out there. No? So the carnival is growing, and they're bringing in more rides and more stuff to accommodate more of the smaller kids. So that is a new concept they're trying to do, is because it's always the big kids that want to go on the Ferris wheel or the slide ride or whatever they call it, and be scared and whatever. But they're doing that for the little kids. Good news, if any of y'all want to go and you're of a 55 or older, your ticket to get in is only $5. So y'all all could go on a small little bus, have a good time, walk around, and stop at the wine bar. We have a wine area down there. You can taste the wine. They have tastings, okay? Speaking of wine, Stock Show and Rodeo owns a wine, 2 wines, a Cab and a Chardonnay, sorry. And it's called Stockman. So we all know alcohol has a huge profit margins on it. So that money all goes to the scholarships. That's where our CEO has done. He's gone out and got other concepts. We now have a tequila. It's called Cetera. Very nice, it's got no additives in it, no preservatives, no nothing. It's all pure tequila. We own the ranch where the product's raised. We own the distillery, and then it gets shipped to San Antonio, and that money goes to the scholarships of the kids. And so we're developing that more and more and trying to do not just the standard, here's a rodeo, here's a thing. I encourage you to bring your families out. There's so much on the grounds for the kids to do. There's a petting zoo. I got kicked out of the petting zoo because they said you're too old, but it's okay. So I was like, okay, I just want to see the little lambs, and like a dog, basically, a big dog. But they have the petting zoo. A cool thing they have is they call mutton busting in the barn. And we all know mutton busting is a crazy fun thing. I'm usually down on the arena with the little kids. They're hilarious. They're telling you stories and how they've been practicing, and so it's great. But you can take and sign up to do that. And if your youngin' wins that day, he can come back the last weekend and compete again, and then that person that won goes into the main arena. So it's kind of like a qualifier that you get in and you win and come in. And how cool is that? That says, hey, I got the mutton bust 3 times during rodeo. Most kids only get 1 time. So that's kind of cool. So I encourage you to do that. They have other types of entertainments coming in that we do for the youth. And there's education is big for Stock Show and Rodeo. Again, it's not just how you raise a cow or raise a sheep or raise a pig. It's education on what agriculture brings to the state of Texas. And we know we would be nowhere in this world if we didn't have the farmers of today. Farming today is depleting. People don't realize if the farmers go away, where are we going to get all our food? And to me, that's important, So this is what we're trying to educate the youth of today to do for us, to try and help them understand also. To me, I believe Stock Show and Rodeo should literally just continue to grow this way. And with this Prop B, we're gonna grow so big. Does everybody know what about the Fort Worth stockyards? Y'all are aware of that kind of. So I love it because they always say, oh, we do a cattle drive 3 times a day. No, you run 2 longhorns that know where the end of the feed is, and that's where they're walking down the street. So is it not next weekend, the weekend after, right? When's Heritage? February 6th? Yes. It's Saturday morning before the rodeo, which rodeo starts on the 12th, which is a Thursday. We have a parade that we run downtown. Now, this is an awesome place to bring the family. All down Houston Street, we literally will run 30 to 40 longhorns down the Houston Street. I remember 4 or 5 years ago, I was there standing, and a small Japanese tourist group came through, and one of them asked, oh, did they do this? And the tour guide goes, oh yeah, they do this every weekend. I'm like, come on. So it's like, and I was this close to turning around and going, you know what? Let them believe all that, right? So, but it's great. It has a lot of the military in it, which is really good. It has other kind of entertainment people coming through. We get they have these big longhorns that they ride in. It's a guy out of Bandera. He brings them in and rides them to the parade. But afterwards, in Market Square, there's what we call the Vaquero Cook-Off. And all these teams are competing. Again, in that cook-off, Cisco is coming and sponsored all the youths. So you have all these kids out of high school that are going through cooking courses, and they're down there competing. So again, and that money goes, they win money and prizes for scholarships. It's just not, here's some money and do what you want to do, but no, it goes to a scholarship for you. So that's happening this coming weekend, not this weekend, but the following weekend, because it will be ice. Hopefully it won't be ice is the barbecue cook-off. Stock Show and Rodeo has one of the largest cook-offs in the PRCA rodeo arenas. I mean, they have almost 400 teams. That's a lot of people cooking meat. So I'll be honest. I'm sure the butchers are real happy with that. So that's happening, and we encourage you to come out. That is actually happening. It's an area right behind the Pace off of 35, the old Pace manufacturing facility. That property back there is laid out. They'll have entertainment. They'll have shopping out there. Again, it's come in, enjoy, walk around. A lot of the people they're cooking off are getting samples of their food away. So you could stay there all day and just have a full meal, probably. But again, so then February 12th comes around. So we have this whole thing going on that we're ready for rodeo to start. And it starts on Thursday the 12th and goes all the way till March 1st. We try to, every day of the performances, have some honorary theme or something like that. We have one on the Sunday before rodeo ends is Extreme Bulls. And it's all bull riding. And these are bull riders that are coming in just for this competition. There's a guy who just won it in Fort Worth Rodeo, and he walked away with $30,000. Is that a lot of money? Probably not, because he's spending probably 10 of that to travel around the country. So, but still, that's the kind, and he's going to be here. He'll be here because he is one of the elite bull riders. Again, so, and then afterwards, that was the morning show. And then the evening show, we have it's called the Vaquero. It's charreadas. They show you the whole Mexicans, how they do the whole ranching, and how the women with the big fancy dresses and that they can fly around. And I've never worn one, so I don't know about that. So, but yeah, so they'll have that, and that's very, very cultural, and it draws a lot of people. It's very educational because the kids today don't really realize what the past and history is. We have another day we do called Ranch Rodeo. These are actual ranchers. So the big 6 out of Texas, and we've seen all on the, was it Lone Star? Was it Lone Star? Yellowstone. Okay, sorry. So we've seen them mentioned, sorry. I'm not from Montana, so no, just kidding. But they'll come and compete. And I'm gonna tell you, they show their skills. How fast they can load cattle into a vehicle, how they can, they do one thing where they have to capture a milk cow and put like 3 ounces of milk in a Coke bottle and then take it to that thing and dump it out. And that's how, and I'm saying that cow is like running around and not wanting to be touched. It's not like just Betsy sitting in a stall, so, but they have that. And to me, that's very interesting. You don't see a lot of ranches, and we don't know what a true cowboy does these days. We really don't. I mean, I got into stock show and rodeo because I'm the wannabe cowboy. I want to be a cowboy. I want to ride a bull. I want one that's about 80 years old, that can walk really slow, and then I can say I rode a bull. So that's what I want. But so that's what we do. Those are just special days to look at. Again, we know a lot of you have access to the internet. We always tell people, go to sarodeo.com. That will give you more information than you ever wanted. You'll get overwhelmed. But we encourage you to bring your kids, bring your grandkids, bring your spouses, come out and make a day of it. I mean, the weather, weather rodeo can go from snow to 90 degrees. So, we all know what happened during snow again, when we had the ice thing in 2020, so it was like, okay. But to me, that's what we try to do. We try to encourage y'all to come out and enjoy your time. And as you're enjoying it, remember, this is going for our youth of Texas. I mean, we all know the kids growing up today, they're our future. Some of it's scary, but but it's fun. We do what we can. And but that's what we're doing. That's some of the new stuff that's going on with rodeo. Any questions on anything or no? The competition? Okay, so the scholarships, yes, it is for their college. Yes, it's for them to go to college. Yes, ma'am. Because we do a college rodeo during rodeo too, and it's all the universities bring in. Does anyone know? So you know that all these schools have full-blown rodeo curricular, like A&M, UT, and Texas Tech. I mean, they all come in and do these. And I'm gonna tell you, those kids, I look at them and I'm like, wow, that kid's really young. He's in college, and so I'm like, okay. But again, so we do a college rodeo on the grounds during rodeo. And again, it usually it'll run the second week of, not second full week, but the first full week of rodeo. It'll go through there. They'll do rounds and stuff like that and different things like that. But to me, it's important to, again, the college kids are youth too. I mean, even as, we've all been that rowdy person in college, right? Y'all all just got, so as we all look at her, she's like, uh-oh, something we don't know? No, just kidding. But again, but thank you very much for having us. We are here to answer any other questions. I thank you for your time. I know coming out in this kind of weather. Yes, ma'am.
How many volunteers? I know it's
we are hitting 7,000. We're hitting 7,000 volunteers. 7,000 people like him, me. We're just a drop in the bucket, But we give our time. We give a lot of money because you don't volunteer here to, because they make you shop at the same store. But we're 7,000 volunteers that strong, and it's growing. And with rodeo growing, and what they want to do is they want to do stuff like have other things come in for competitions. We all know about the barrel racing that went in Waco. That could have come to San Antonio if we had the arena. We're going to build another arena in the backside for the smaller rodeo things that happen, but it will be someone, they always say we're going to rodeo all year long. We are not putting on a full rodeo every day of the week. I'm sorry, that's going to be crazy. But we're bringing other kind of competitions in, which will bring more income to the community. I mean, during rodeo, it's almost $800 million we bring in profit into the local. That's 2 weeks. Can you imagine us doing that for 52 weeks? So again, that's what we do, and we're giving back to the community, we're giving back to the kids and everything else, and that's the core of the stock show and rodeo. And we always encourage everybody to come out. Always call us if you have questions. We can answer them. Call the office. They'll always, but I always say, if you have an opportunity, go to sarodeo.com and look and see what you would like to enjoy today. Because they have other things that are going on during rodeo on the grounds, There's a lot of things going on. There's expeditions. They're showing how to milk cows, how to cook. There's 2 guys that bring out chuck wagons, and they show you how to make biscuits and gravy. So, But again, thank you for having us. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you very much. All right. You want to do the raffle? No.
like to do the raffle now? Sure. Everybody had a chance to sign up? I think we got everybody at one point.
Oh, you're good. No, you're good, buddy. You're good. You're good.
These are grounds passes. We will, whoever wins today, I will mail them grounds passes to you. And so they'll be dropped in the mail. And everything that Dane had mentioned about going to see the landscaping and the wine and the entertainers, all of that is, you'll see on the grounds. So it's not just the rodeo ticket where you can see that to see the show, but it's all the shopping, there's so many events on the grounds. So these tickets will get you in to see all those events. Okay? So good luck. All right.
You playing solitaire? Not that one. That's good.
Joe, or no, I'm joking. Jane Cobb.
Oh, wow.
Harold Black.
All right.
Karen Gabrielson. Ellen Frazier. And last but not least, Nancy Black. Isn't that great? You could go together as a couple now. Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and be generous. I'm going to give him mood right now, so let's pick three more.
3 more. Right. Jane Warren. So you can get together with the Blacks and go all in one crowd. Kathy Serrano. Darian Hoffman. See if I can find the Gary's name.
Now remember, this is two gate passes. This is 2 gate passes. You get 2 gate
You said,
passes.
don't worry about finding his name? Did I hear that?
Oh, you'll get two.
You get 2 gate passes, guys. It's 2 gate passes to get through the gates. So we encourage you, again, get together as a group. Go have fun, you know?
And Kathy Beer.
All right.
Last year we went to the day pass, and the most fascinating thing I saw were the chickens hatching.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I could have stayed there all day because they had some already hatched and all fluffy, and then they had some that were little wet guys, and then they had some that were pecking out. It was fascinating.
Again, that's us promoting stuff like yourself. You're seeing something that you may not have seen before. And that's what the stock show's trying to do with the neighborhood, is get them involved in the rodeo and to come out and bring your kids out. I mean, I remember several years ago, I was walking through, they bring the longhorns in first for competition because they're so big and they take up a lot of space. And a lot of times they do that before rodeo starts, but they'll leave a few of them back just for showing around. Well, one had just given birth like a week prior, and this little girl wanted to pat the calf. And the mama was like going crazy. And the guy had to walk up and said, ma'am, you can't do that. Well, she wants to pat the calf. Well, again, she wasn't understanding that that's the mama's baby, you know. Mama's protecting whatever she's got, you know. Don't mess with Mama Bear, they say, you know. But again, that's the thing. But so I'm glad to hear that. So that's why I encourage people to bring your kids, bring your grandkids, even there's adults that don't have a clue sometimes, you know. I mean, we've all seen it, done it, but it's like some adults don't. But again, that's why I encourage you. But thank you for saying that, because that's just one point that we are showing you and educating people that I'll never see a chicken hatch, you know? You may not, you know? I've never been on a farm, so. So,
We did that in sixth grade, and I lived in Delaware. So
oh, okay.
in the classroom. But yes, I love going to the rodeo grounds. I just love that. My father-in-law goes almost every other day during rodeo. He just loves it and gets in free somehow all the time. Because he wears his Korean War veteran hat.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Military people do get a discount when they go into also. They just show your ID card or your retired ID card or whatever, but there's discounts given to the military, the anybody over the age of 55, things like that. You don't have to prove it, but just say, you know, I don't know.
So you can lie.
You can lie, because he's 90?
Yeah, he
Oh
was
my gosh,
92
that's
last
awesome.
Sunday.
Yeah, they may ID you. No,
That's in the tequila town.
there you go, right? Okay. So if you really look for us, you can look for us too. We'll be the only two there with cowboy hats on, okay? So just let y'all know that. So
Well,
come say hi.
Thank you all for being here.
No, thank you.
We enjoyed it. I hope you all three will stay for lunch.
So yeah, so thank you so much.
We're not your only.
We're spreading the word.
All right, we'll take that as a good excuse.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to stay for lunch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Do you want to get a picture with me?
Make sure you sign up for things that are on the table out there.
Yeah.
Let me pray. Father, we're thankful for the opportunity that we have to come together every Friday in some way. And I pray that you would be with us as we fellowship around these tables. Thank you for the rodeo. Thank you for what they do for scholarships, for young people. And thank you for what they do for this city. And we're glad to have them come back and bring us an update of what's happening. Thank you for how you bring us together each week. Pray that you be with us as we fellowship around these tables. We ask your blessing on the meal that we will share together. Thank you for those that have prepared it and will serve it. Pray that you would keep us safe this weekend. And thank you for the opportunity that we have to fellowship together here in this place that we call First Presbyterian Church. Go before us today. Give us a sense of your peace and your presence with us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Can we get a few people to take a picture with us in front of the flag, the Stock Show Rodeo flag?
Of course. Nobody.
Everybody and anybody can come up. We want everybody if they could, but if you,
So we want to do a group picture with the rodeo
that's
flag.
upside down. It's upside down. No, just kidding.
And move to the center. Move this out
Yeah,
of
there
the way.
we can stand here. Come on, kids. Come on, y'all have some fun. Come on, there you go. We see trouble showing up. Okay. Come on, guys.
Now it would be the San and Neil. You're blocking the Owen.
No, she's fine. Hold it here. No, that's so straight.
You can lie down.
There you go. Here, let me have you hold it. You can hold the flag there, okay? All right, there you go. There you go. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Y'all hold the flag. Okay. Ladies, there you go. I guess we got taken away from us. I guess we didn't hold it right.
That's right. Oh, okay. Come on, Barry, let's scoot up on it. Now, we can be the O in the end. I won't let you fall. Honest to God.
We're lopsided,
Yeah, call people in. We're lopsided?
Yeah, because they're further that way.
Oh,
This way.
okay.
She's a
Oh,
few
I
people,
see.
yeah.
It's the people on the ground. It's
Yeah.
the ground crew that's messed up.
We have control.
No, we don't.
This end crowded.
Stanley.
Let me see.
We need red in this picture.
Stanley, get over here. Oh, I've got it. Not Stanley.
Use AI. We'll bring him in.
There you go.
We're waiting for you, Stanley.
Come on, Stanley. Come on.
Come on. You're the only one of us interested volunteers.
Okay, I got
You
the
and,
wrong side.
Your wife.
There you go, he's standing up.
Okay, I'm gonna take about 10 because there are a lot of eyes. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Awesome. Thank you all very
I
much.
thought she was
Thank you.
counting before she was gonna take.
I thought so too, but